Yes. I have to redo my live because I always look over my lives and my shorts and videos, and you could barely hear me. I had my finger over the speaker thing the whole time. But I'm gonna try to repeat everything because that was such a good message. I hope people could hear it, but from my viewing, I could barely hear what I was saying. But once again, I'm on Corinthians, and it's going from chapter 26 to 28. And basically it just backs up what I was saying on my live I made the other day. With God would use anyone. He'll use the people that people consider bad people. They consider the lowest of the low. People that will never amount to anything, the black sheep of the family. People pick on and um, just think that it will never amount to anything in life. And that's just like, growing up in the hood. We were taught how to survive in the worst conditions. We were taught how to um, make it without and go without. Um, we grew up around the worst of the worst: drug dealers, prostitutes, pimps, thieves, the worst of the worst people. We were taught how to fight the biggest, bully, even if you were the weakest. We were, you were raised around where you had to, defend yourself. You had to stand up to the strongest person. Um, and we were taught to be happy in bad conditions. The hood was hell. Um, we was learning how to survive in the worst of the worst. Um, and God will use people like that to get his message across. Um, I mean, because you already was taught, and when you was in the world and living in those type of conditions, how to survive, how to be happy, how to have faith and go without, wearing hand-me-downs and learn how to share with others. And God will use people like that to get his word across and to make the most, amazing women and men of God on this earth. So people, be careful how you treat people when you look down on somebody and think they'll never amount to anything and that they'll never go nowhere in life. God can use anyone. And I'm not saying to stay in that sin and stay that way, because God will deliver you in the midst of, who you were, or who he brought you from. Um, and like I said, disciples, don't give up, don't grow weary, don't be discouraged when people look down on you, when people talk about you, when people call you weird or crazy for going after your call and for allowing God to use you. Continue to keep going, continue to fight the battle. And God, like I said, once again, God uses people like this because these were people we learned how to survive in the toughest of the tough. We learned how to stand up to the toughest of the tough. So when the devil start coming after you because you're going after God now, he start taking. He came to kill, steal, and destroy. We're not afraid. We don't went through these things before. We know how to survive these things. We know how to go without. Even when family and friends turn their back on you, and people just disown you because of your belief, because of the calling that God has on your life, because of you going after your purpose. And I say, people, go after your purpose that God has for you, just your true purpose, not the purpose that the world has for you. And that's what I'm going to speak on too. Where people get confused of thinking the world purpose is God purpose for them, and it's not. So don't think you can't be used by God because you drug dealer, you're a prostitute, you this and that. People look down on you. You're not the smartest. You're not the strongest. God can use anybody. And if people look in the Bible at God's disciples and who they were and what they were doing, and I don't say that to say stay in that sin and stay being a drug dealer, stay being a prostitute, because God will deliver you from that as He's using you as well. Hey, Miss Yolanda. So don't think that you can't be used, and people, be careful who you look down on and who you talk about and say, oh, they'll never be anything in life and they in the hood and this and that, and he'll use a homeless person and build that person into a great man of God. This could be the next person you watching preaching and delivering God's word. I come from nothing. I learned how to survive in the hood and learn how to survive the worst of the worst. And was around the worst and the baddest people. Growing up in the hood was hell. So it's like now I'm walking with God, and when the devil start doing things, it's like I don't I this is stuff I know how to survive. The warrior Jesus Christ. But I had to remake this live. I really want you guys to go back and look at the first live, because I'm not saying everything I said in the first live. I'm trying to remember everything, but I'm doing the best I can. But I have to go to work, guys. I would love to talk to y'all. I'm gonna try to do another live when I get off of work. So I can just talk to all my subscribers, my disciples. We're gonna say disciples, and anyone that come across this video. I mean, this live, and you're not a subscriber. Hopefully, this just motivate you guys. Even when people look down on you and misjudge you, don't give up. Continue to keep going. Go after your true calling. That's the calling that God has on your life. Go after your true purpose. That's the purpose that God has for you. And anything I say, I'm going to bag it up. So if you watch my short, this is me bagging up what I was saying. So I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. And till next time.